Alright, ready guys? What is Mickey Mouse's favorite computer? An iPad mini!
Folks, I just want to apologize for that last segment. Now we're going to take you on a real tour of Disney's Animal Kingdom without ridiculous jokes.
The security guard told me that joke. I thought it was funny.
Yeah, it's beautiful. It's just hanging out. It's like, yeah, whatever, no big deal.
Thank you. It's lunchtime. Going into the Satuli canteen. Delicious. This place has excellent food. And I'm excited to go get some. Okay guys, I have the whole grain rice with the creamy herb dressing and fish. We've got some vegetable curry pods.
Hold on, I'm gonna do cross section like Babish.
We've got vegetable curry pods. Are you ready for this?
Okay, hold on. Make it look pretty.
Make it look pretty.
Here, pass it to me, I'll have to get it.
It's delicious. And then you have the
Beef and chicken Satuli bowl. Alright guys, I'm gonna check out a little cross section there. It's delicious, there's a curry pod.
We call it a banshee. The way you're gonna do this is by being matched to something called an avatar. And I'm here to help you guys get ready. But first, we have to scan you for Pandoran microparasites.
Alright you guys, that was like a super intense version of Soarin'.
Yeah, it was really cool actually.
It's very, very cool. We are impressed. We give it 2 thumbs up. Definitely recommend it. It was worth the wait, and it was only about an hour and 10 minutes, so...
1,000 of them left in the world. That is because of poaching. They're poached for their horn. Those are Nile hippos. The Nile hippopotamus is the largest creature in the river. The fully grown hippos weigh approximately 5,500 pounds. They're also herbivores. He's a handsome little fellow. Baby hippos, they actually have a pretty standard gestation period, shorter than humans. Than these animals on the left have, because these are crocodiles. There's one laying down on the den. There's a second one right underneath of that large tree. Those are hyenas.
You good? Okay.
The hyena. It's actually one of Africa's family structures that is dominated by the females. In fact, every female hyena ranks higher than every male in a pack. They're also not scavengers.
Here's your photo.
That right there. And Coley cattle walking along next to us. You really get an idea of how big those horns can be. So, pretty big already. About 6 months old based on size. Now, a couple of things you'll notice about the baby versus adult. He's got a very light brown coat. Dad's got more of a grayish coat. As they get older, their coat loses its color. They also lose those little tiny white stripes you can kind of see on the baby's back. And then as they get older, their horns start to twist. So if you look at the baby's horns, they're actually straight back, right out of its head. But if you look at Dad's horns over here on the right, you'll notice that they have that nice twist to them, kind of like a spiral. They're second only to the human. Their herds can grow well into the thousands in size, and once a year they'll all band together, creating what is known as a super herd. Over 1.5 million wildebeest who together migrate over 1,000 miles in search of new grazing and feeding grounds. It's called the Great Migration. It's the larger of all the migrational patterns in the world. When it happens, it can actually be seen all the way from outer space, too. And they sleep the least out of any animal in the world. On an average day, a giraffe will only sleep for about a half an hour. Instead of sleep, they eat. They spend about 18 hours eating every day. On that right-hand side, though, that is an African. Because he's over here and, well, he's by himself. A male elephants, they're actually kicked out of their herds at about 8. Now, elephants also have one of the most amazing body parts of any animal in the world. That is that trunk. An elephant trunk is fully prehensile, which means that they can use it the same way that we use our hands. They can grab onto things, whether that thing is something small, like a single blade of grass or a piece of fruit. And then on the left-hand side, be able to see some greater flamingo. They're the lightest pink and the tallest of all the flamingos in the world. They get their coloration from their diet, which consists of brine shrimp on this reserve as well as across the world. A couple more Ankole cattle right there on the right-hand side. On that hill in the shade, there's a couple of cheetahs. They're not in the best spot for pictures. Now, the cheetah is the fastest land animal. They're actually able to run at speeds of up to 75 miles an hour in short bursts, about 300 yards at a time. Now, it does take a lot of energy to move that fast. Hand side, a couple of them actually. Those are African lions. There's a male up here near the front of the truck, laying down by that bush, and then a female right there, about halfway back.
Mercy. That's huge.
The African lion is the apex predator out here on the savannah. Still asleep. Once the sun goes down, they will get a whole lot more active. Grant's zebras. They are a relative of the horse. They're actually able to run at speeds of up to 40 miles an hour. Their hind leg kick is powerful enough to shatter the jaw of a lion and to answer the question that you are all thinking. They are black with white stripes. Now, I know that because, well, of their nose and their hooves. The color of their nose and hoof is the color of their skin. They're very good at kind of hiding out. There he is. That's a white rhino. White rhinos are the larger of the two rhino species that live here on the reserve.
That one. And then I'll give you that.
You're going to grab her next. bond with the natural world and the wonders